So today our uh, in this interaction kind of session, student alumni interaction kind of session, our guest is Professor DK Pal. So he is our distinguished alumnus. He is the first batch. He did his bachelor degree in the year 1965, and he is also recipient of University Gold Medal from Mechanical Engineering. And moreover, I like to tell he is basically served his alma mater for the last 4 decades, means from his pass out, and he is the one of the inspiring teachers who inspire many of us in the area of research, development, and teaching. So I am also inspired by him actually, and whatever position I am now, it's because of him also. Similarly, in this group we have Professor Sujit Kormakar as well as Professor Kallul Khan. So all of us is a student of Professor D.K. Pal. And today is the after 15 August. Today is one of the remarkable day in the history of REC Durgapur and NIT Durgapur. Sir will tell more details in the down the memory lane. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, that I heard from the sir only, the 16 August 1960 is the day the first class started for REC Durgapur student in the campus of B College, Shivpur, in this particular day. So I request sir to tell about that particular day, as well as even also the 15 August 1960, so that our current student, because here the participants mostly our current students from the final year, third year, as well as the second year from the different discipline. So I think the interaction with our distinguished alumnus, with our student, as well as the faculty, will be beneficial for us. So, sir, please start.
Okay, thank you, Dr. S.S. Rai. Well, Dr. Roy is my student. He was one of my brilliant students of this institute. Well, he has already introduced me. I'll just add a few sentences. We joined in 1960. NIT Durgapur was then known as RE College Durgapur. We passed out in 1965. It was a 5-year course. Then I did my MTech also from the same institute in 1967. I joined as an assistant lecturer and continued with my PhD research under the guidance of one of the most reputed in the field of production engineering, S.K. Basu, presently staying in Pune as an emeritus professor in Pune College. PhD, I got the degree in 1971. Now I retired in the year 2003. Many long years I have spent in REC Durgapur, since 60, first 5 years as a student, and then as a teacher. For a brief period in between, I had worked in Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute, Durgapur, and at Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Well, we are the first batch of students of REC Durgapur. That time, there was no campus in Durgapur. Campus was building. So our first year started at Bengal Engineering College, Shivpur, sort of campus. Well, our first principal was Professor S.N. Ray. He was an eminent engineer, and afterwards he joined the Kanpur as head of the department of electrical engineering. He was chief engineer of DD. He was educated in Glasgow, and his school education, etc., were also in UK. So he had an outlook which is very much of English style, starting from the kind of infrastructure, the campus, the hostel, culture, their facilities, everything was of English style. Well, principal and college administration to join the Camp College at B College on 15th August. Well, RE College administration was a skeleton administration that time, headed by Principal S.M. Ray. Then we had a proctor, Professor B.B. Sarkar. He is also an eminent professor of electrical engineering. He came from Pune Engineering College. Then we had a couple of teachers in some of the subjects that were taught in the first year, like English, economics, physics, chemistry, applied mechanics, engineering drawing, etc. Now, since we are asked to join on 15th August, well, I hailed from a small town in the district of Birbhum. But the school where I did my higher secondary was a very reputed school in the entire state. My father read there. My grandfather read there. It was a very old school. My father was a first rank holder in the matriculate examination. Grandfather was a third rank holder at that time. I didn't get any rank, but I certainly did quite good results in higher secondary. Now, my nearest railway station was Saintia in the district of Birbhum. So, me and her, we boarded on 15th morning. Well, luggage was a trunk and a small. That time,
স্যার মোবাইলটা মনে একটু মুখের কাছে নিতে হবে, সাউন্ডটা অল্প আছে।
Okay. Can you hear me now properly?
ঠিক আছে, হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে।
It's too close to my mouth now. Yes, anyway.
Okay, sir.
So we boarded Vishwabharati Express in the morning with a bedding, a trunk, and a leather suitcase. We reached Howrah. From Howrah, it reaches Howrah at around 10:30 in the morning. We took a YOLO taxi. That time only YOLO taxi was there to come to the P College camp campus. Our camp campus was set up in one corner, end corner of the Bengal Engineering College campus. It was near the Ganges. So the environment, the natural environment surrounding our campus was excellent. there were people on the entrance itself. There were people on the important junctions who guided us to reach the hostel. Now, when you reached the hostel, the reception was marvelous, excellent. Principal was there, proctor was there, couple of professors were there, hostel superintendent was there, mess manager was there, and some of the staff of the mess also were present. Well, I remember all the parents who are coming along with their wards, they were immediately guided to the guest room and were offered welcome drink. And we were guided to our respective rooms which have been allotted for us. Well, I was allotted a first floor room. All rooms were 3-seater. A staff quarters of B College was converted into the hostel. Well, then we were asked to, after keeping our luggage there, we were asked to come downstairs and go to the dining hall for lunch. Well, I was simply shocked to see the state of the dining hall. It was an English dining hall. Everything so neat and clean. Tables are laid with white table covers. Well, the people who are serving, they are in uniform. We are asked to come in formal dress, trousers, and not chappals, only shoes. And it was self-help. And the first lunch itself was fabulous. It was rice, dal, aloo bhaja, there's potato chips, then paneer curry, I still remember distinctly, fish curry, curd, and a sweet. We never thought that in a hostel mess we'll get such a wonderful lunch. Well, lunch always was like this. On all days, lunch was like this.
Sir, but lunch is semi-English, not full English, sir. For Bengali lunch, this one.
Yes, rice is there, dal is there. So Bengali items are also there. But style was full English. You have to go with your tray, collect whatever you want, and come back to your table and eat. Well, spoons, forks were provided. If you want to use them, you can use. I have never used spoon and fork earlier, so I ate with my hand. But what I found is that most of my batchmates, they are speaking in English. I was never used to speak in English because I come from a district town. So I was a little nervous that if everyone is speaking English, then I have to, if I want to converse with them, I have to also speak in English. But I'm not so fluent. What is to be done? But I am a person who never gives up. I said, since I have come here to study engineering, competing with these batchmates, and getting a good rank in the joint entrance, so I must be able to make up and be a match with them. When you came back to the room after lunch, immediately laundryman came to our room to collect anything that is to be given for laundry. That time, every item of your clothing, including handkerchief, used to be laundered. Nothing to be washed yourself in the bathroom. Even hair cutting. There was a hair cutting salon in the hostel where you have to get your hair cut whenever necessary. So hair cutting, laundry, meals, seat rent, everything was included in the mess charge. And in 1960, by that standard, it was only 65 rupees. 60 rupees for the actual rent and meal, and 5 rupees for this laundry, haircut, etc. extra. Well, breakfast was, as I said, it is a fully English breakfast. It was toast bread, butter, jam, egg, and a bottle of milk. That in those days, milk was available in bottles. So chilled bottle of milk, one bottle of milk used to be served to each of us in the breakfast table. Lunch, as I said, it was like this, only curry was varying, or some preparation of fish was varying. Dinner was either, then afternoon snacks. Afternoon snacks were either vegetable chop, shingara, or kochuri with a Bengali sweet. Dinner was roti and rice, or roti and rice, and always chicken. Every night it was chicken. On Sunday morning, it was a special menu. It was mutton. And in the night, it was fried rice or pulao with chicken. So this is the kind of food that was being served in the hostel mess. It was simply wonderful. Even now, I believe that in the RE College mess, in different hostels, the quality and the variety of food that is being served is, I believe, is much better than other engineering college hostels. Well, then my father, all the guardians were asked to go back in the afternoon. So my father also went back, and I was left alone, little perplexed that how to adjust with my batchmates who are so smart and outspoken. They are even speaking with laundryman, Dhobi, also in English, and Dhobi is also speaking English. It was real shock for me. Now, in my batch, there were 72 students drawn from different states of West Bengal. West Bengal students were selected
India, all over the India, or
all over India.
Okay.
West Bengal students were selected through joint entrance examination, as is being held now. Those days, joint entrance examination, in the joint entrance examination, there are only two colleges, Bengal Engineering College Shibpur and RE College Durgapur. And there was exam only for two subjects, English and mathematics. And outside state students, they were selected through IIT. In different IITs, one of our persons from RE College administration, mainly teachers, used to go when the students were being interviewed for final selection for IIT themselves. Well, anyone who was not getting the proper branch or for some reason or other, they were offered seat in RE College Durgapur, and whosoever is accepting, they are taken for admission in RE College Durgapur. That is how the outside students were selected. So we had quite a good number of outside students. May not be 50% as of now, but at least 25 to 30% students were from outside. And many of them are non-Bengalis. Few are Bengalis also from outside state like Delhi, UP, Bombay, etc. but many of them were non-Bengali. South Indians were many. So it was from the beginning itself, it was a mixed culture. It was a cosmopolitan atmosphere. So we spent the evening. Somehow we talked to my batchmate. My batchmate, I remember, one was Subroto Bose. He was a mechanical engineering student, and one was Bhaskar Bose. He was a metallurgical engineering student. Subroto Bose was from Bombay, and Bhaskar Bose was from Banpur, ISCO Banpur. His father was the general manager of ISCO at that time. So after spending the night in the room, I talked to them very little because I was hesitant that I may not be able to speak fluent English. After spending the night, we just went for breakfast, and then we all went for classes. Classes that those days used to start at 7. I'm sorry for the interruption. There was a call from Dr. P.K. Sen, again one of the ex-faculty of NIT Durgapur. He lives in Kolkata. Anyway, in the morning at 7, we went to the class. The class was a dedicated gallery of B College allotted for RE College students. Now the teachers, I said there is a skeleton number of teachers for English, physics, chemistry, etc. So the first class was English class, I remember. And the English teacher was Professor C.V. Ramaswamy. He was a Tamilian. He came from Anna University, Chennai. Well, his style of speaking English is different to which I am accustomed to. So it was becoming very difficult for me to follow it. Meanwhile, he spotted me in the second row of gallery and told me, "Hello, can you stand up?" "What is your name?" I said, "Dilip Kumar Pal." "Is it P-A-L or P-A-E-L?" I said, "P-A-L." And he said, "Which school you have passed from?" I said, "I passed from Jadavlal Multipurpose School, Labpur, in the district of Birbhum." "What is that school? I have never heard of." I said, "You have not heard of, sir, but it is a reputed school of the state. Of course, the district Birbhum, and also for the state, because many rank holders every year are from that school." "So is it so? Very good. Then you have come from a good school. Let me test your English knowledge." Then he asked me to spell a word. I failed. And the entire class started laughing. Then Professor Ramaswamy said, "Don't laugh. Maybe that he has not been able to spell this particular word. But see how he improves with time." Then he gave me another word. And fortunately, I could spell them correctly. Then one of my batchmates who was in the laughing group, he told one of them, "Please stand up and spell this word." He was not able. Then, should Dilip Pal laugh at you? He is not that type. He is a humble student. So learn from him. What should be the culture of a student towards what should be the
the way a student should behave with his batchmate. The entire class was silent. Anyway, that is how the English class went off. Then came physics class. Well, our physics teacher was again a very renowned professor, Dr. M.S. Sinha. He was DSc in physics that time. In 1960, DSc in physics were very few in the entire state of West Bengal and in the entire country. So he started with electricity. Well, I was good in science. So I found his class to be very interesting. And somehow he also, in the second class itself, second period itself, he also spotted me to be a student who is listening very intently and trying to understand what I am teaching. So he told me to stand up, give my introduction, and ask me some elementary question on physics. I could answer each of them. He said, brilliant. So this is how classes went on. Our lab classes and sessional classes. Sessional classes means drawing class, then workshop. Workshop, it was carpentry those days, blacksmithy, fitting shop, electrical wiring, and some elementary electrical engineering. All those were held along with B college students. Only theory classes were held separately. So after a month like this, there was a monthly examination. And in the monthly examination on all subjects, I was lucky that I got the highest marks in almost all the subjects. And from that day onwards, all my batchmates started looking at me with some respect and affection. They know we were underestimating a village boy, but he's a brilliant student. And they started coming to me to clarify their doubts. Then there was a periodic at the end of 3. There I got the first rank. And I started becoming the topmost rank holder in the class. Now in the hostel, I am proud to tell you that we were being looked up, not only in the hostel, in the entire camp office itself in the first year, and even thereafter in Durgapur. We are being looked after so well by the administration, that within a month or so, we started loving this college, like loving this campus. And I was a homesick person initially. I also thought of this campus as my own home. And it was really all 5 years even in Durgapur, it was no less than my own home.
Sir, can you tell me when
People,
did you
my
join?
teachers, they are like
Hello?
my
Hello?
parents and seniors. They were
Hello?
so nice that I cannot just forget those days. Principal used to treat us with,
Sir, can you hear me?
with some snacks, etc., tea, coffee, in batches in his residence. In B College itself, starting from B College, and he continued that in RE College also. In batches of 10. He used to call in his house, offer us some pastry,
Sir,
biscuits, kaju,
hello?
tea or coffee, etc. Teachers also used to call us for treats in batches.
Hello, sir.
I remember one occasion, Professor Ramaswamy, our English teacher, he called a batch of our students, my batchmates, for an afternoon treat. We went there, we were treated well. It was a South Indian dish. And at the end, coffee was served. Well, after taking the coffee, I took the initiative to thank Professor Ramaswamy and tell him, sir, everything was good. Tea was very nice. Then Professor Ramaswamy said, laughingly, अरे बुर्बाक ये टी नहीं है ये कॉफी है. It seems you have never taken coffee. I said, perhaps true, sir. First time I'm taking coffee. I used to take tea only. Okay, start taking coffee, you'll be addicted to it. So this was the love that was bestowed on us by our teachers. It was wonderful, simply wonderful. They used to do special coaching for weaker students who are not being able to cope with the progress of studies. And you'll be surprised that out of 70, those days, the rules of academic, for example, if you subjects, there was monthly examination, periodical examination, half-yearly examination, test examination, and annual examination.
Sir.
Annual
Hello?
examination, it was a completely outside paper. The full paper was being set by external teachers, either from Jadavpur or from Shivpur or from Kharagpur. Scripts were being examined also by the paper setters themselves, not by internal teachers. So you'll be surprised to know that out of 72 students, only 51 could get the test to drop in between, either due to failing in the subjects more than 2 or failing in an annual examination, etc. So only 51 could ultimately graduate. So many had to drop out. Many could not. Some passed out in subsequent years, 66, 67. And some could not complete because if you fail in 2 consecutive years, subsequent years, then you are not allowed to continue engineering at all. So you had to drop engineering, forget about the career, and study something else.
Hello? Hello, sir.
Well,
Hello?
yes.
Hello?
Well, yes.
Sir,
Anything?
when did you join in RE College Durgapur campus?
I'm not able to hear you.
When did you join in RE College Durgapur campus, or when you have reached the RE College Durgapur campus? Which year?
No, I am not getting you on phone at all. You are not audible at all.
বলছি RE College দুর্গাপুর ক্যাম্পাসে কবে এসেছিলেন?
You are not audible. What's the answer? You are not audible. Am I audible?
You are audible, but my side there is a problem, most probably.
Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, SS Roy sir is asking कि आपने RE College दुर्गापुर कैंपस से कब এসেছিলেন?
আমি তো শুনতে পাচ্ছি না। সুশোভন, I am not able to hear.
Hello? Hello?
Sir, can you hear me?
Hello.
Sir, can you hear me?
ভালো আছো তো?
Can you hear me, sir? হ্যাঁ স্যার ভালো আছি, শুনতে পাচ্ছেন? শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
হ্যালো।
হ্যালো।
আমার কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে কি?
হ্যাঁ, আপনার কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে। আপনার কথা শুনতে পাচ্ছি স্যার। We can listen you, sir. Yes, sir. Please continue.
Should I continue? I don't understand. If you are not able to hear me, what is the use of continuing? Hello.
Hello. Shivendu. Shivendu? হ্যালো, এই সুজিত দা আমাকে শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
হ্যাঁ, আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি, বলো।
আচ্ছা, আমার মনে হয় স্যারকে ফোন করে বলো, স্যার আমাদের কথা কারোরই কথা শুনতে পাচ্ছে না।
শিবেন্দু, শিবেন্দু
হ্যাঁ, হ্যালো। আমি স্যারের সাথে কথা বলেছি, স্যার কন্টিনিউ করছেন।
আচ্ছা।
Hello, as I was asked, continue. I am continuing with my other years of study. So after completing first year in B college, we joined our second year at RE College campus. RE College campus was a very miniature campus that time. Workshop sets that you see now, they were made, they were ready. In some of the workshop sets, all those workshop sets were used for laboratory and workshops, and some of the sets were used for holding lectures. And because this was insufficient, well, instead, in one end, one subject is being taught, in the other end, other subject is being, because we are in second year then, first year has come in. So two classes are going on simultaneously. So same set, without any partition in between, two classes are continuing, one in the other end and the other this end. Well, Professor S.N. Ray, who was our principal, in the first day itself, he said that, see, you have come here to become engineers. My concept of engineers is different. You not only excel in academics, but you must have a practical hand also. Mechanical engineer should learn something about mechanical machines so that they can handle those machines themselves, like automobiles, machine tools, pumps, etc. Electrical engineers should learn to use their trade of machines. Civil engineers should learn something about field study. Now nowadays I find during my stay in RE, I have not seen that automobile lab is being properly held for the mechanical engineers. But you will be surprised that in our time, in the second year itself, extensive automobile lab was held. Principal S.N. Ray donated one of the cars for breakup and automobile lab instruction. There's a ramp. You can see the ramp till now at the end of by the side of the machine shop shed, where the car used to go up, and at the bottom, our instructors with us used to come and tell us about the engines, etc. So SNJ used to say that you must have some practical knowledge also. Don't be only an academician, because that is how English education of engineering goes. That is how I was taught in Glasgow. So I also want my students to be molded in that fashion. And another thing he emphasized, that you see, you are a different class in the society. So you must develop your mental culture that since you are a different class, your behavior, your fashion, your clothing, your style of living, your words, the way you mix with the society, etc., everything must be a distinguished style, a style that an engineer should follow. Nowadays, all are murimurki. There is hardly any difference between an engineer and any other graduate. In the Bardhaman district, where RD College Durgapur is located, well, sometimes different tournaments are being held by different colleges by the Bardhaman University to which RD College were affiliated, like inter-college football tournament, inter-college hockey tournament, volleyball tournament, like that. But SNJ did not allow us to join those tournaments. Hello. Because he said, we will join inter-engineering college tournament only. So when there is a tournament organized by IIT, whatever, it may be a sports event, or it may be a cultural event, or any other event, musical event, well, we used to join, but not in any other event, because SNJ did not allow us to join. So he had told us that you must have a different style in your life. You grow up like that so that you become a distinguished person in the society. People will know that he is a different class, he is an engineer, he has been molded in a different way, like that. And another thing he told us, that try to use a shirt as your, and it must have a pocket in your breast pocket. And there you must not only keep your pen, but a small notebook. So that whatever you learn, wherever you learn, whenever you learn, you just note down the gist. Then try to elaborate on that afterwards, when you are back to your hostel or your classroom or whatever. Very clear. Normally, full shirt, he said, don't roll your sleeves. It must be buttoned to the button full. If you want to roll your sleeve, if you are not feeling comfortable, use half shirt. Don't use full shirt rolling your sleeve. He used to emphasize on sports and other athletics. Every Sunday morning, he used to come to our hostel and take us, the entire batch of 72 students, to the field in the first year itself. And he used to do, with the help of some instructors, some parade, some freehand drill, which from the second year in Durgapur turned into an NCC training. We had NCC training
Many of us got A certificate, B certificate, C certificate. We had a full-fledged NCC office with instructors, trained instructors. 2 or 3 of our teachers were sent for NCC training. In Pune, they came back with full training, so they also joined that group along with their teaching job. They also are doing this NCC training job. We were taken for, in different years, we were taken for camps, for where the inter-NCC unit drills were being held. I remember I was sitting for NCC A certificate exam. A is the highest certificate examination in NCC. C, B, and A. C, B I passed. But when I was sitting for A examination, well, I remember he brought a rifle. He used to make wooden rifles, not the actual rifles. He brought an actual rifle and he dismantled the rifle fully. It was not simple rifle, it was a sort of war weapon. So there are so many gadgets in the whole unit. So he dismantled the whole unit and asked me to assemble. And I failed. And I could not pass the A certificate examination. And he gave me huge punishment. He asked me to run on the roads of Durgapur, crossing the RE College campus towards the Steel Township. Steel Township was a jungle then. To jungle with a wooden rifle on the shoulders for 1 hour and come back and report to him. So that is what we did. That was the kind of discipline being followed in the college. In the second year, on 1st of June, we joined Durgapur campus. I said it was a scanty campus, only workshop sets were there. And for teachers and staff, well, in 1960, All India Indian Congress session was held in Durgapur. And to accommodate the delegates, quarters were built in the RE College campus land, which were later used as staff quarters for our teachers and staff. The DS type quarters that we see now were built in 1960 for AICC delegates and handed over to RE College in 61 to accommodate their teachers. And gradually the campus expanded. Other teaching, as the teachers' strength increased, different subjects came in. Well, teachers' quarters, B-type quarters were made, A-type quarters were made, principal's bungalow was made in the beginning itself. Then staff quarters were made, SS type, LM type, LS type. Then group accommodation of staff quarters, etc. All these were made. And many facilities were built in the college, like post office, bank. Bank was in one of the quarters that time. Gradually, even though it is not a proper building or bank, it is in one corner of the college main building. So those facilities, then cooperative stores. It was not a full-fledged cooperative area that time. It was 1 or 2 stores. One catering for books and other things related to academics. One was for consumables, like there was no phone then, but then, another thing, that SN Ray used to teach us, since he wanted us to be a special class of citizen, he said, you must cultivate very neat habit in the hostel. Every morning, you must arrange your bedding. Mosquito net, you must fold and keep it under the pillow, and put your bed cover, bedspread, covering all those, so that no portion of what is inside is visible. And in that time itself, he said that you must use a bed sheet separately. Those days, bed sheet and bed cover, that concept was not there with the general public. We have never used in our school days or in our childhood. But he said, you must use the bed sheet, must be white. Over that, the actual accessories like pillow, quilt, etc. And then when you get up, whole day the bedspread covered, and when you go to bed, take out the bedspread, lie on the bed sheet and your actual bed. Each of us had a table and a chair and a wardrobe. So he never allowed us to study in beds. He used to come for a sudden check. If he found that bed is not properly arranged, if he found that somebody is studying in the bed, then he is heavily punished. We have to study in the table and the desk, a table and chair. Then when in our second year, last June, he again gave us an introductory lecture. 1st June was the birthday of Dr. B.C. Rai, who had dreamt of building Durgapur and RE College Durgapur, and RE College, one of the RE colleges to be, he fought with the central government to have one of the RE colleges they are thinking of to start in Durgapur itself. To start with, I think there were only 5 or 6 RE colleges. Durgapur was one of the foremost. So he gave an introductory lecture where he said that facilities that are to be provided here are much less than you deserve, because I could not arrange all these because of the paucity of time. But you must try to utilize whatever is available to the fullest extent. And you are free to tell me what is lacking so that I can arrange for those deficits. Now, in subsequent years, some of the labs were not built. For mechanical engineering, for example, hydraulic machine lab was not built that time in Durgapur. So for doing hydraulic machine lab, we had gone to Kharagpur. We stayed there for entire summer vacation of 2 months and did our hydraulics lab there. For steam lab, power plant engineering lab, steam engine, turbine, etc., we went to B College Shibpur, went back to B College Shibpur again in one of the summer vacations and did our lab there. So like that, some of the facilities which could not be built were made up by very good substitute arrangements, and we did not lack in our training. In mechanical department, well, there were only 4 batches of 4 disciplines there in that time: mechanical, electrical, civil, and metallurgy. Mechanical head of the department to start with, in the beginning, was Professor N.C. Dasgupta. He is no more with us. He was a professor of Bengal Engineering College Shibpur, and he was brought to Durgapur. It was subsequently taken over by Professor S.K. Basu, who was a professor of mechanical engineering at IIT Kharagpur and joined as head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering in RE College, Durgapur. You'll be surprised that in those days, many teachers from Kharagpur, for example, Dr. S.M. Chanda in English department, Dr. S.P. Rai Chaudhary in electrical engineering department, Dr. M.M. Basole in civil engineering department, they came from IIT Kharagpur, because Durgapur was building in such a way that people in Kharagpur, they started thinking that it will be one step ahead of Kharagpur. So teachers did not hesitate to leave Kharagpur and join Durgapur. That was the status of the RE College Durgapur at that time. Our mathematics head of the department was Dr. Chaudhary, who was the head of the Department of Mathematics in Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. Our chemistry head of the department was Dr. D. Banerjee. He was a professor of Calcutta University. He left Calcutta University chair and came to RE College as a professor and head of chemistry department. Dr. M.S. Sinha I have already told about. So the quality of teachers, their dedication, their love and affection for the students was simply marvelous, fabulous. I'll never forget, in my whole life, I have had many types of experience as a student, as a teacher, as a family person, as a friend, as a guardian, as a senior advising people. But I will never forget my days, my student days at RE College Durgapur, and subsequently my tenure as a junior teacher, assistant lecturer at that time at RE College Durgapur, where I learned so many things from my senior teachers who came from even higher institutes of learning. We could learn because of them. So everything was, see, our mechanical engineering department, our heat power professor, there were 3 heat power professors. One was Dr. V.N. Dakshinamurthy. He came from Gindi Engineering College. He was a PhD from Wales, UK. Professor A.M. Das, he came from Jadavpur. He was a PhD from Germany. Professor N.C. Dasgupta, he did not do his PhD, but he was an MS from McGill University, Canada. So such was the. Nowadays you will not find a teacher with a foreign qualification. But those days, most of the teachers, our machine design teacher was Dr. Subramaniam. He had his PhD from France. So such is the quality of teachers and of their quality teaching, training, etc. in the initial days of RE. RE College has grown into different facets. Now RE College is a very renowned college in the country. But I would still think that there is much scope of improvement. From the teacher side, from the student side, and most administration side. So I think I should stop here by giving a glimpse of what I have seen as a student. Yes, many teachers university are my students. Either they have done my PhD under my guidance. So I thank you all for listening to me this opportunity. Thank you. Even though you can stop now.
হ্যালো, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। সুজিত দা,
So today,
দেখি সুজিত দা কিছু বলে কিনা দেখি।
হ্যালো স্যার।
সুজিত বলো।
সুজিত যে কল্লোল আছে।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, thank you very much for now actually we came to know many of the things which was not known to us actually. So
Yes, yes.
I should say, sir, yeah, because actually what should be the fact that always the institute should progress. But whatever I came to from your speech, it is clear that that day was golden than present days.
Yes, yes.
So maybe it should
See,
be,
I'll
it
just
should be
interrupt
reversed
and tell
actually.
you. I'll just interrupt and tell you that the golden days were progressing very systematically. Had there been no Naxalite movement starting from 69, so that broke the backbone of RE College. Yes.
Yeah, very
then
truly said, sir.
But again,
And
after
one more thing also, what I understood, because any
Yes.
institute should run by the visionary administration. So
Yes.
it should be better. But that time, what you are telling that actually Professor Ray, he was really the visionary person, and for him maybe the institute has been progressed so much. But nowadays, what I understood, maybe one of the reasons is that that is the quality, because maybe the number has increased. There are several facets has been opened. Many of the departments has been introduced
Added.
in our
Yes.
institute. But at the same time, the quality maybe we are not keeping as it is. I should not say that it is at par, but still we are trying. But there is some deteriorations. Maybe some reasons are there. But I have a question, sir, because you have seen that days, and you are also seeing the present academic system. Because that days mostly our academic system was governed by the British people. So we are more focused on the British cultures and their activities, their academics. But nowadays you
Yes.
can find that we are following more to the American system. So what is your view? Whether, as you know, that the new education and policy is going to be adopted in our country shortly, and a lot of debates are going on. But you have seen the British, the cultures and their academic systems also. So what is your view that whether we are moving in the right directions or that day it was better? So can you little bit give some lights or put some lights on this?
CP technology.
I may not be able to throw much light on this, but I would say that the Indian system, the social system, the national background system, the schools, etc., the kind of guardians, parents that we have, their background, their aspirations, etc. Well, British system is much suited to our culture. American system is certainly good, progressive, broad, but we are yet to make ourselves ready to adapt. So we are trying. For example, the new education policy that has been formulated, it's now very broad. With an engineering subject, you can take social science as one of the subjects with you, with your as a combination. So all these, that is an American system. American system, you get the subjects and you can join on the 2 years and enjoy that credit, carry on with that credit with you. So all those is exactly what we followed earlier, and even we are following in some of the. I would say that although America is more
more modern that way, but British system is more, we can adapt to the British system more easily with the progress that we have so far made. We are yet to come to a stage where we can jump into Anglican system. Yes, that's all.
Okay, sir. Yeah, actually, and also very nicely you said, because now as a students and as a faculty of this institute, I can really get some of the ideas, the days when you have actually joined here as a students. Now I am quite lucky also, because you are my teacher, as well as I have worked some few years with you as a colleague also, but still you are my teacher. So
Yes.
it is my sincere thanks, because really we came to know about the REC that time. And in fact, we can say today is the day of the foundation day that way. So of the REC Durgapur, because it is little bit very
Yes.
quite, it is also quite surprising, because we don't have any foundation day we are celebrating in REC Durgapur or NIT Durgapur.
Actually,
Most of the reputed,
officially
Actually,
it is not
nobody
here.
knows what is the foundation day.
Actually, 1st July, the date of birth as well as the date of expire of Professor Dr. Bidhan Chandra Ray is the basically our
Yes.
foundation day. We are notionally considering that one, and he is also
That is
first
not the
chairman,
foundation day.
because he founded.
The 1st July is the, I would like to correct myself. I said we joined on 1st June. It was 1st July. I'm sorry.
1st July.
In the second year.
That way, sir,
1st July.
basically to give tribute to Dr. B.C. Rai. Well, he is basically RE College is the brainchild of the Dr. B.C. Rai, and he is also the first chairman. And that way, it might be justified that the 1st July will be our foundation day. And I like to know, sir, whether the Dr. B.C. Rai addressed you anytime, either as a student, when you are a student, or as a teacher. Only student only. 62 is his date of expire. So the 2 years.
No, Dr. B.C. Rai, we didn't get the opportunity to be addressed by Dr. B.C. Rai. Never. But I had an unique opportunity when I appeared for the post of assistant lecturer. The interview was in Writers Building, in the office of the Director of Public Instruction, DPI. And in the interview board, the Dr. B.C. Rai was the chairman.
But that means
That's all. That is my only interaction with him. That's all.
Okay, that means in the year 1965.
Yes, 1965.
Oh, I thought his date of expiry is 1962, but it is after that. But sir, actually 1st July 1962 is date of expire as per the Wikipedia.
Date of?
Date of expire is 1962, 1st July 1962.
Date of expiry was 1962. Dr. B.C. Rai?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Wikipedia says that. Most probably, I also heard in from 62. Now I've checked in Wikipedia, that is 62 only. 62. He was a chief minister up to 62.
He was chief minister up to 62 or up to 65?
No, up to 1962. From 1948 to 1962 till his death.
Who was the next chief minister?
Next chief minister.
Prafullo Sen or
Prafullo Ghosh. Prafullo Sen or
Ghosh, I think.
Let me see. Prafullo Chandra Ghosh. No, Prafullo Chandra Ghosh is the first. Bidhan Chandra is second. and up to then Prafullo Chandra Sen.
Prafullo Chandra Ghosh was the first Chief Minister of West Bengal.
Prafullo Chandra Ghosh for 160 days, 15 August to 22nd January 1948, he was the Chief Minister. 160 days for, and Bidhan Chandra Roy 2 times total, from 48 to 62, and third is Prafullo Chandra Sen up to 1967.
Okay.
Then Ajay Kumar Mukherjee.
That Bangla Congress, I remember.
And then again Prafullo Chandra Ghosh for 90 days.
Okay.
So that way your time will be the
but if I remember, the chairman of the government, okay, then sometime later, the education minister of the cabinet, he became the ex-officio chairman of Board of Governors of RE College.
But first chairman is Dr. B.C. Roy.
Next setup of Board of Governors that started, I think, quite late, maybe in 80s. I don't know when it was an autonomous body and people from industry or other academic institutions started becoming chairman. Maybe during 80s or 90s, I don't know.
Sir, I'd like to know one off-track question here, off-track query. So, in mechanical engineering, who is the first girl in mechanical engineering at REC Durgapur? Because you are the student in mechanical engineering, you are also teacher. So, she might be the first girl student from mechanical engineering, your student only.
If I correctly remember, it
And
is
which year?
Mohundi. The year I don't remember. She after did her intake also.
Name?
No,
Sir, it's college dropping.
She is married now. In fact, her name might change.
No, name, sir, once again.
Correct.
Name, sir, name.
Mohundi.
Oh, she's CMRI, 1983, Ombusar batch. 1983 pass out, Ombusar batch. She is in CMRI, scientist in CMRI, Durgapur.
She may be from maybe. ওটা হচ্ছে
1983 Ombusar batch. 1983 Ombusar batch.
না আরেকজন, না ওটা তো হলো, আরেকজন হতে পারে। I'm not, if I'm not correct about Mohundi, the other girl maybe, you know, Robin Vishwas working in tribology CMA, right?
Prithadi.
That's the wife. That's the wife.
Prithadi 85.
She is 85, no?
Nilotpol sir batch.
হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ উনি নীলোৎপল স্যারের ব্যাচ।
কোল ইন্ডিয়াতে কাজ করে?
উনি নীলোৎপল স্যারের ব্যাচ।
না, রবীন বিশ্বাস না, রবীন বিশ্বাসের বউ, ওয়াইফ।
হ্যাঁ, ওনার মিসেস পৃথাদি 1985 পাস আউট।
ওকে, ইজ নট দি ফার্স্ট গার্ল only then. You can authenticate this from the Chiranjeev Nandi is an alumnus of RE College Durgapur.
No,
stay in Durgapur itself.
Her brother.
He's an active member of Durgapur alumni. Her brother.
Her brother.
Ori sister hoche Mohundi.
but I'm not sure. As far as I remember, she was the first girl engineer, lady engineer.
In mechanical engineering. Other branches before that also there, even before 70, most probably there.
Other branches,
It's there.
আমার মনে হয় ছিল কেমিক্যালের ওই যে
একজন
নাম,
প্রফেসরের
ওর বাবা
প্রফেসর না, ওয়ার্কশপ সুপারিনটেন্ডেন্ট, ওয়ার্কশপের কারোর একজন মেয়ে বা
না অ্যাপ্লাইড মেকানিক্স এর ইয়ে ছিল, টেকনিক্যাল অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট।
হ্যাঁ ওরকম
কি নাম ভুলে গেলাম, নামটা ভুলে যাচ্ছি, তার মেয়ে। হ্যাঁ, যার সঙ্গে ওই মেয়েটির সঙ্গে আমাদের প্রফেসর এম.এল. মন্ডল যে প্রিন্সিপাল ছিল একবার, তার ছেলের সঙ্গে ওই মেয়েটি বিয়ে হয়েছিল। Because Professor Mondol and his wife, he used to like this girl very much as a student, so they caught her and made her their daughter-in-law.
But she is not from mechanical, she is from other branch.
She's chemical. Yes.
So now সুশোভন, কল্লোল কিছু বলবি?
হ্যালো
কল্লোল, কেমন আছো?
How are you, sir? Good evening, sir. How are you?
থ্যাংক ইউ। আমি ভালো আছি মানে ভালো থাকতে হচ্ছে, এখন তো যা যুগ পড়েছে, বয়স তো হয়েছে, বুঝতে পারছি এখানে কি হচ্ছে।
It is almost 1960. It is almost 60 years. Still, you can remember all those days so vividly, so meticulously. It is really astonishing, sir.
See,
even sir, if I am today, if I am asked that who was the HOD in my days, I have to think. Even you can remember, he has a good very memory, but even I have to think that yes, he was he that teacher. So now I have some interest to know that, sir. When you come from Seaput to join here from Seaput to here, so did you on that time did you get the hall 1, hall 3, hall 4 these hostels, or those hostels were not built upon that time?
See, now that those things I have not elaborated. When we came to Durgapur, only hall 1 has been partially constructed. Okay? Only the walls, roof, etc. have been constructed. Cots have been placed on the floor, etc. But the floor was not ready. Windows were ready, doors were ready, ceiling was ready, but the floors were not ready. So when we used to go for classes, well, everything was being taken out, or during vacations. So hall 1 was constructed while we were in the hostels, and hall 2 was still in a native state of construction, because second year students, they were accommodated in hall 2. We were in hall 1, they were in hall 2. Both were under construction. And afterwards, and it was a 3-seated room. There was no 2-seater or single-seater at that time. There was no fan, because fan was not there for a long time in Ari College hostels. Although Durgapur is very hot. So that was the state of construction of halls.
And the college boundary was also not there, I think.
College boundary? Forget about college boundary.
And what about the CMERI? That also on the same phase, that just started to...
CMERI also almost during the same time it was built.
CMERI and DSP also.
CMERI also, I think, if I am correct, CMERI also started in 60s.
No, 58, sir. 1958. 1958.
58. Okay, 1958.
And the DSP also just started.
1958. DSP also 1958.
DSP existing.
DSP started because the township was, so B zone was not there, A zone only was there. Then Benachiri market was very little developed. Steel market was the main market that time. Steel market was built during the construction of DSP. See the Janata stores that you see in the steel market, that was a store supplying to the Britishers and the top executives of Durgapur steel plant that time.
Okay. And Shubha Sweets
Mirabai
also.
Road was the
Shubha Sweets also.
Shubha Sweets came up little later, not in 1960s. 1960s Shubha Sweets was not there. Then that Mirabai Road was the steel. And then there was a school known as Benachiti Junior School. It was earlier known as ISKCON School. Used to teach the children of Britishers who were engaged in the construction of Durgapur steel plant. My son studied there. Afterwards, the name was changed to Benachiti Junior School and then Benachiti High School.
Okay. In Mirabai Road.
Mirabai Road, yes. It was ISKCON School to start with, quite a number of years. Then Benachiti Junior School, then Benachiti High School.
And that place, Rani Kuti is also there. Elizabeth Rani, when she visited Durgapur.
Yes, that was there because Rani came to inaugurate the steel plant. And for her stay, that Durgapur house was built. And as you rightly said, it was known as Queen's Palace, Rani Kuti.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I request Sushobhan to give vote of thanks.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
Vote of thanks are now not required to do on.
Sir, we are extremely thankful, sir.
You are like
In
my
such
son.
small notice, you are able to present us, and I'm feeling very nostalgic and missing college, sir. It's very unfortunate that right as of now we would be in our college hostel. We are missing it so much.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for participating, listening to whatever I said.
Okay, thank you, sir. You accepted our invitation with a very short notice because I called you at 2:10 p.m. today. So it is thank you.
No problem because all these things are in my heart. There's no problem. No preparation is necessary. So RE College is my home. Even now, I always think that if I can be in RE College for some time, I get peace of mind. So I cannot forget my alma mater ever. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
bye.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good night. Okay,
Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.